Hey everybody, Samantha Chapman here. I'm on a special assignment today. I have been assigned to give you, yes, you, a behind the scenes preview of the Obama Presidential Center. So I'm going to show you as much as I can in this time. I'm taking you on your own tour. So come with me, follow me. Follow me on this journey so that you can see everything that the center has to offer. Let's go on this tour. Let's take a look and you all let me know what you think in the comments. One other thing before we go, because you all usually see me in heels. I'm a heels girl. This is not the place, in my opinion, for heels. So wear your comfortable shoes if you're coming to the Obama Presidential Center. Now, let's go.
Visiting Chicago, I am a little biased, but I'd suggest the Obama Presidential Center, opening this June. It's a place for all Americans and visitors from around the world to come together and leave inspired to bring change home.
President Obama, and if he wanted help, I'd give him help because I'm a really good builder and I build on time, on budget. He's building his library in Chicago. It's a disaster. And he said something to the effect, I only want DEI, I only want woke. He wants woke people to build it. Well, he got woke people and they have massive cost overruns. The job is stopped. I don't know. It's a disaster. And I don't like that happening because I think it's bad for the presidency that a thing like that should happen. He's got a library that's a disaster. And he wanted to be very politically correct, and he didn't use good, hard, tough, mean construction workers that I love, Marco. I love those construction workers. But he didn't want construction workers. He wanted people that never did it before. And he's got a disaster in his hands. Like millions of dollars, really many millions of dollars over budget. And I would love to help him with it, or somebody else. I could recommend professionals, but it was not built in a professional manner.
Breaking news: Obama Presidential Center is almost completed. Guess what? Trump is furious. He's saying the Obama Presidential Center doesn't have plan. Poor planning. It looks bad. It looks terrible. That's what the guy is saying. He's saying Obama would have consulted from him. It wouldn't look a disaster like that. The guy is furious, the guy is jealousy, and Americans are furious about his comment about the Obama Presidential Center. It's well equipped. It has everything: American history, Black history. It has a playground. It has everything. It has a theater, everything. But Trump is furious. He's saying he doesn't care about the building. The building looks bad. And he's saying he has never seen a bad building like the Obama Presidential Center. Guess what? Americans are warming up now.
So when you walk inside the Obama Presidential Center, the first thing you see is toward a more perfect union, with a message from the president saying America has always been a work in progress. But you stop and listen and hear the president's remarks. Yes, we can. We all remember that anthem of his candidacy that led him to the White House. And here is the replica Oval Office. When you walk inside here, it's reminiscent of most every presidential library and museum. Everyone has them, right down to the replica Resolute desk. Of course, Donald Trump is not mentioned at all in this presidential center. But when you look around this room, perhaps this is the most striking example of how very different things are.
We handle it with great love and 24-karat gold.
And on the 8th floor is the Sky Room, the final stop in the Obama Presidential Center. It has sweeping views of the south and west sides of Chicago, as well as Lake Michigan. But even more than that, these giant letters that are etched in stone are from a particular speech, the one he delivered on the 50th anniversary of the March on Selma. And the architect said, seeing these letters is like looking into his mind as he's writing the speech.
What a glorious task we are given to continually try to improve this great nation of ours.
Now, there is no doubt there are some missing pieces here, but he does actually confront some of his challenges in ways more than I thought he would. This is one part of his legacy, but finally this Obama Presidential Center is opening nearly 10 years after he left office.
This is Kimberly Young, executive producer, Fox 2 STL Plus, in the Windy City of Chicago, right outside the Obama Presidential Library, where the opening is expected to happen on Juneteenth, and people are excited about it. The city is buzzing. I am here now with Miss Valerie. Hello, Miss Valerie. Just tell me right now what the opening of this presidential library means to you.
It means a lot because of him being the first Black president, and I am proud of that. And we need a new community in the service in the center in Chicago. So which is good. Everybody get to see what Chicago is really about.
Chicago representing, Kimberly here, Miss Valerie here, Fox 2 in St. Louis, also in Chicago, representing. Keep it here, Fox 2 now.
Come with me to check out the new Obama Presidential Center on their media preview day. Not far from here is where they had their first kiss, a tourist destination, even before the center broke ground about 5 years ago. Some people say it looks like the Death Star. Some people call it the Obamalisk. But this museum right here is only part of the greater Obama Presidential Center. The campus also has an athletic center, a Chicago Public Library branch, a civic center, and a playground, and more. As visitors go up through the levels, they go through history from the political climate that the Obamas grew up in, to the election, to the Obama's presidencies, and the key wins, losses, and lessons learned. There are also some classic presidential library exhibits, like a replica of the Oval Office and First Lady Michelle Obama's outfits on display. It all ends here in the Nelson Mandela Sky Room, offering views of Chicago's downtown and the South Side through the words you can see on the outside of the building of Obama's favorite speech, his 2015 address in Selma, Alabama. The Obama Foundation leaders said this morning that they hope visitors leave with the knowledge that they can create change in the world and become leaders in their own right. I'm Kinsey Crowley with USA Today. The Obama Presidential Center opens on June 19th.
This one can't wait. She's saying that she's ready to go with her family to the Obama Presidential Center. She can't wait for that grand opening. She just wants to go there and see and experience the mighty Obama Presidential Center. Let us hear what she's saying.
And as soon as I have time on my schedule, me and my family will be headed to Chicago to visit the new Obama Presidential Center. It is set to open this month on June 19th. And yes, the second I step foot in that Presidential Center, I know I will be living in the moment, just soaking it in that we once had this great man as a president. At least we had no chaos every morning when we woke up under his presidency. We had elegant, we had class. Baby, we could say this over and over and over about Obama. And if you're not an Obama fan, baby, don't even care to comment. Because I'm speaking to those of us that are fans of his and that appreciated his true leadership, elegant, and class. And along with Mrs. Obama. So yeah, if you get a chance, if you're interested, I feel as though a lot of us should go and visit that Presidential Center. And I look forward to looking at or seeing the replica of the Oval Office that he has in that center. I look forward to the whole experience.
So now I'm in the gift shop, and there are so many Black-owned brands represented in this gift store, putting on for the city, putting on for Black people. I am taking note of some items, family and friends, that if you want to gift me, I will make that known.
Yay, stars. Steep. It doesn't look like a regular slide. It looks like a cool slide. So cool. Dang, I'm kind of jealous.
Now we're at home court, and behind me you can see the basketball court, which looks so cool. They built it so it's the size of an NBA court. I'm standing right now in the bleachers that are upstairs, but downstairs there are also bleachers as well. How cool is this? Wow. Now I'm in the Chicago Public Library branch on the actual Obama Presidential Center campus, and it's a beautiful space. One thing that really stuck out to me, well, two things. One, this beautiful mural that you encounter when you first walk in, but also there are so many multicultural books on display so that as you're walking through the space, you immediately see them. My Brown Book, Brown Girl, Stella and Roger. Up top, the Juneteenth cookbook.
They don't care about Trump's words. The tickets are on hot sale. Everyone is grabbing the ticket. They are opening it on June 19th. Okay, let us hear what these guys are saying. They are very happy. They don't care about Trump's words. They can't wait to attend the grand opening ceremony.
Okay, I have to hurry up and do this video, but I just got a soft launch tour of the Obama Center. Okay, I'm still here on campus. It's starting to rain a little bit, but I will say this. The best thing about the Obama Center is that it's on the south side. Right there is the historic YMCA where I've gone to work out and just grew up going there. Right there is Hyde Park High School. I went to the Sky Room on the 8th floor and I saw for the first time in my life a view of beautiful Jackson Park that I've never seen from a bird's eye view. And all of this is on the south side. So many people come to Chicago. They go downtown. They go to the Bean. They go to the Chicago River, and rightfully so. But I'm so excited that a lot of people are going to be coming in town, and they're going to be coming to the south side of the city. So many students who live on campus at University of Chicago, which is right there, and they never venture on the south side. But now people from all around the world are coming to the south side of Chicago, Jackson Park to be specific, to see our lovely Obama Center, and we get to experience it here in Chicago. So pretty cool. Thank you, Obama.
I don't oppose war in all circumstances. What I do oppose is a dumb war. There is not a liberal America and a conservative America. There is the United States of America. And America can change. What we've already achieved gives us hope for what we can and must achieve tomorrow. We the people. 3 simple words. Words we've come to recognize mean all the people, not just some. The tension throughout our history between welcoming or rejecting the stranger, it's about more than just immigration. It's about the meaning of America. What kind of country do we want to be? For all our differences, we are one people, stronger together than we could ever be alone. That's always been our story.
The Granite Tower is polarizing and stands out on Chicago's South Side.
Welcome to the Obama
Thing to the effect, I only want DEI, I only want woke.
I invite you to go pull up that whole interview with Carney. Yeah. Obama's library is in deep debt and running behind because he only wants DEI, and woke. This man has a very limited vocabulary and a very limited set of things that he can hold in his head. Where's Trump's library? Anybody heard anything about a library for Trump? Because before Bush left, we knew he was going to be doing a library. We knew Reagan was going to be doing it. We knew Obama was going to be doing a library. It's been years and we haven't heard jack nor shit out of Trump about a library because let's be honest, the man can barely read. Yeah. That load of rambling that he went through. Yeah, again, refer back to that news presser with the Prime Minister of Canada, Carney. Watch his face when he starts going off on this tangent. You can literally hear him going, "What the fuck is wrong with this? Why is he bringing this up in the middle of our presser? DEI, woke. I just told the man, no, you will not be buying Canada. And no, Canada will not become a part of America. And I guess to cover his ass, he went off on that tangent. But yeah, I invite you to watch it. The man who ran around talking about Joe Biden has dementia. Joe Biden can't make a coherent thought is sitting there. Not talking about the last president, but the president before him. Obama, Trump, Biden. So 3 presidents before is what he's talking about. This man is sick. We don't have a president right now. We have a token who will say anything anybody tells him. That's what we have. America, SOS, we have no president right now. And we have members of the Republican Party who are not doing their job. We're hanging on by a fucking thread. Yeah, that right there.
Obama got a prize. He didn't even know what he got. He got elected, and they gave it to Obama for doing absolutely nothing but destroying our country. No, he was not a good president. The worst president was Sleepy Joe Biden, but Obama was not a good president. How many months after he won the election, then they gave him the Peace Prize, right?
It was right after he was elected.
My election was a much more important election.
I will admit it's worse than even I expected, but I did warn y'all. I did. You can run the tape. In Donald Trump's mind, the military does not exist to serve the Constitution or the American people. Like everything else, he thinks the military exists to do his bidding. And he has said that if he's elected, he'll use the military to go after, quote, the enemy within, which he seems to define as anybody who criticizes him. Trump's other big idea is to slap a tariff on everything from food to TVs. Now, almost every economist who has looked at this idea says that won't lower prices, that makes prices higher. Donald Trump's former chief of staff said that Trump told him he wanted his generals to be like Hitler's generals. Now, in politics, a good rule of thumb is don't say you want to do anything like Hitler. But it gives you a window into how Donald Trump thinks. Donald Trump wants us to think that this country is hopelessly divided between us and them, between the quote-unquote real Americans who support him and the outsiders who don't. Donald Trump sees power as nothing more than it means to his ends. He wants the middle class to pay the price for another huge tax cut that would mostly help him. Now, if you challenge Trump on his concepts, he will fall back on one answer. This is blanket answer for everything. Blame immigrants. He wants you to believe that if you let him round up whoever he wants, ship them all out, put together these big detention camps, your problems will be solved. Bluster and bumbling and chaos. We have seen that movie before, and we all know that the sequel is usually worse.
Hi, you all. My name is Dr. Leah Barlow, and come with me to Chicago for an early press preview of the Obama Presidential Center. So a couple of weeks ago, I got the invitation to come out and view this 19-acre campus early ahead of his Juneteenth opening, and I have to say I was absolutely blown away. Hearing about the global programming that is happening, hearing from the architects. You know, if you know anything about Chicago, you know the architecture is at the center of Chicago's history in so many ways, and so it's hearing from them and their intentionality in this space on this campus, this living, breathing campus, was amazing. Now, food is always at the heart of any experience, and so we had a preview of the food that is going to come to the Obama Presidential Center, and I have to say this was probably one of my favorite parts of the tour, primarily because it is where you could so clearly see the partnership between the Obama Presidential Center and the South Side of Chicago, specifically the small businesses that represent the South Side of Chicago. You all know that I teach Introduction to African American Studies, but I also
also teach Black political economics. And so often the students that take that course are always interested in the ways that business and community and politics come together in Black spaces, what that looks like, the possibility. And I feel like we got to see that, and we're going to continue to see that here. This particular kitchen is ran by Chef Cliff Rome. You will see him in a moment. He took us out to the garden, which is a community garden, a public space, talked a little bit about how that garden will operate in the kitchen, of course, seasonally, but also how it will be beneficial for everyone who will be able to take part. Now, once we came back in, we got a sample of the chili and cornbread, and I have to say, this is something that you probably want to try when you come. The chili was great. Okay, it was bomb. It was amazing. He did a little bit of a sample and then answered questions. After we experienced the food, we got a chance to learn more about the beautiful and very large public art installation.
The only thing I admired about Barack Hussein Obama, which was nothing actually, but the only thing is the way he bobbed down. Remember, he'd bob. Hey, you talk about unpresidential. He's bobbing. And I couldn't believe that he made it without at least a noticeable major fall. But Biden was the opposite. Biden couldn't even walk up the stairs. He fell 3 times walking up the. And the world watches that and they don't like seeing it, although they actually do like seeing it because they say, what the hell is going on?
Obama's $850 million monument, the Obama-esque Chicagoans call a brutalist fortress. $850 million. That's how much Barack Obama is spending on his presidential center. Not library, center, because it won't house presidential documents, won't be run by National Archives, won't function like every other presidential library. Instead, it's what critics call the Obama-esque. Gray, windowless, brutalist structure rising 225 feet over Chicago's South Side, built on historic parkland designed by Frederick Law Olmsted for 1893 World's Fair. And after years of lawsuits, protests, and public outrage, Obama Foundation finally broke its silence December 26, 2025. Deputy Director Kim Patterson defended the design to CBS News, said lack of windows is intentional, said shape represents 4 hands coming together, said community input mattered, but here's what she didn't say. Cost ballooned from $500 million in 2017 to $850 million in 2025, 70% increase. Chicago architect called it palace for himself fortress in middle of public park. Residents call it monstrosity. Art historian called it cenotaph, tombstone, crusader, fortress. And local nickname, the Obama-esque, because that's what it looks like. Monument to Obama. Not library for Americans, not public service, personal monument, costing $850 million on seized parkland, opening June 2026, and Obama Foundation wants you to know it's all intentional, all part of the vision, all about collective action. This is complete investigation into most expensive presidential library ever built, and why even progressive liberals in Chicago are furious. The devastating hook, what they finally admitted. Let me tell you what Obama Foundation Deputy Director Kim Patterson said to CBS News during facility tour. After years of silence, after years of criticism, after years of Chicagoans calling this thing eyesore, she finally addressed the elephant in room, or rather, the Obama-esque in the park. Quote, there are not a lot of windows on the building, but that's intentional because sunlight is just not a friend to the artwork and the artifacts that are going inside of the building. Sunlight, that's the enemy, not brutalist design, not gray concrete fortress appearance, not lack of natural light. Sunlight damages artwork. So 8-story building, 225 feet tall, mostly windowless, gray, imposing, dominating historic parkland, all to protect artwork. She continued, the shape of the building was actually meant to mimic 4 hands coming together to show the importance of our collective action. 4 hands, collective action. That's the symbolism, except locals see something different. See monument, see fortress, see Crusader Castle, see tombstone, see anything except 4 hands coming together.
It did look very friendly, I must say. I didn't realize it, how friendly it looked. I saw it on your wonderful network just a little while ago before I came in, and I said, boy, they look like 2 people that like each other, and we probably do. We have little different philosophies, right? But we probably do. I don't know, we just got along, but I got along with just about everybody on that. We met backstage, as you know, before we went on, and I thought it was a beautiful service, but we all got along very well, which is good.
Thank you for watching Great Minds Blacks.